All right. Sorry that I haven't more or less, I guess you could say, done anything in a while. For one of the reasons, at least when it comes to, I was gonna put a video out, but what happened was it kind of got paused in the sense that of just like the thing that happened 2 days ago where they posted on Twitter and other places of all social media that Akira Toriyama has died at the age of 68 due to subdermal hematoma, or, from what I believe it is called. If you want to go ahead and know exactly what it is, you can go and look it up. Um, but pretty much, this is more or less a video for me as just like a history lane of like what he has given to me, if that makes any sense. Like, damn, this is like so difficult because like it's kind of crazy to think about. Like the guy that like made Dragon Ball is like no longer here with us, but like he was someone that was very very important. He gave us a bunch of things to the other people of the future generation, which is us, so we can be able to like do other stuff. And pretty much what I have here is I just open up a bunch of tabs, and it's like going from like the earliest of me of playing Dragon Ball games to like what I currently in a way play slash like the last thing I played of Dragon Ball wise. I probably missed a couple things from what I used to play, but this is from what I can remember at the top of my head. But one of the first ones was Dragon Ball Z Devolution. I believe this was back in middle school. I think it was. I played this game. It was I think it was like an after school or something like that. This other guy I was talking to, he was like a friend of mine. He was like, "Hey, you want to play a game?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And so picks up like this fighting game. I'm like, "Oh, what the hell is this?" And I'm like, "Okay, this looks pretty cool." And then we just start playing it, and then on the screen right here, as you can see, whenever there was a beam clash, you would have to like spam a button, and what happened is that whoever would hit it faster would go on the other side if like you spammed it harder. So if that person spamming it harder than the other person, then they would get hit by the beam. It was just so cool because like the beam clashes were probably like one of my favorite things from like the actual series itself. Which, in fact, by the way, I think the first time I ever saw Dragon Ball Z or just Dragon Ball in general was, I think that was like someone like a couple years ago when I didn't even see like the Super or anything like that. I think it was Z, like because Super wasn't a thing yet. It was the very first time was funny enough. I think this fight actually it was Gohan versus Cell. I think Gohan transformed for the very first time into Super Saiyan 2, and I saw like 10 seconds of it, and then after that, that was it. And as a kid, I was like, okay, that's whatever, you know what I mean? I didn't grab no attention to that, and I think that was just more or less it for that. And then like eventually over time, I'm like, oh my god, like I can't believe that I missed this out on it as a kid, you know what I mean? And so like when I played this game, I kind of like went back into it and started watching it more and more. I'm like, oh my god, this is like probably like the greatest series ever of like anything I've ever watched, both like shows or like just anime in general. I was like, wow, this is like amazing. And so with this game, honestly, this more or less was in a way my hook slash like a way that I got back into Dragon Ball. Because I'll be honest, without this game, I don't think I ever would have known about Dragon Ball or got really into Dragon Ball, if that makes any sense. Because this game had like transformations. You can also de-transform too. They had like power scaling and all that stuff. So it's like it was cool. It was really cool. I always enjoyed this game anytime I could have played it with my friends or just even by myself because they had story missions. So I really do appreciate the people that made this game because without it, I probably would have not known Dragon Ball in general. My next game goes into I think this is the PlayStation 2 game, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but this is like the Ultimate Tenkaichi. Pretty much. I didn't play it that much. I'll be honest. I played it. I think it was like after school or something like that, with a bunch of other people. I thought this game was like whatever, because it's like I think what happens with this game is like they do like a spear bomb or like a Kamehameha whatever, and then you have like a way to like counteract it. So it's like you kind of have like a choice to either take it or you block it or something like that. You have a counter it. And this game was around the same time I played also this game, and pretty much both of these games like combined like more or less like got me even more addicted because Raging Blast 2 was like You can literally go from like first form Frieza all the way to the final. Like that shit was so fucking cool to me. Where like I was able to like go from like first form Frieza, second form Frieza, third form Frieza, and then the final form. And then also I don't know if you can go to full power. I wasn't really too sure about that, but I just remember being able to do that. And I think for Broly too, because Broly when he was like in his greenish bluish hair form, where like he was like under the control of Paragus, and then you're able to transform to Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I think this one you were able to do that. I can't remember, but I believe it was this one. We were able to do that, and that was so cool to me. We were able to just transform mid fight and then charge up. They had like really cool ultimates. And like I'm not gonna lie, this is like a great game. I'm hoping that one of these days in the future they make Raging Blast 3, unless it's already a thing and I just don't know about it. But um, if they ever do make a Raging Blast 3, I am all down for it because it is this game and the number one, the first one were really really cool to me. Honestly, it was probably like the greatest thing I've ever had ever. All right, sorry about that. On to my next game. I believe I can't remember which one it was. I think this is all in middle school, and I think this was like back in like 2015 and 2014. And this is when Dokkan, I think it was, yeah, that's my next one. Dokkan officially came out, and Dokkan, oh my god, this is probably like one of the greatest games. I'm so glad that I actually like um got into, if that makes any sense. Because right now, like as of like I'm recording this, like 2024, in March, um, they officially like just went through like the ninth anniversary on JP Dokkan, which to me is insane. That a mobile game, by the way, mind you, it is PvP. I'm not PvP, PvE. My bad. But it's been for out for this long, for so long, for just 9 years, which is crazy because it's like every time when I think about it, it's like, damn, I used to play this like back in like middle school, in, like the gym on the bleachers, and just like start grinding it, start summoning it, and it's like the thing back, it's like, damn, like how much has changed from like Dokkan is kind of crazy. Where like there wasn't like no like there was no like discounts on like summons. There was no like shop that like gives you like super discounts or whatever. As in like the 30-day capsule thing they have right now where you get like I think like 90 zones or something like that. Um there was like not that many features when it comes to like Dokkan Awakening, like the medals or whatever, or the missions that give you more medals. There was like a bunch of stuff that were missing back when I used to play it. Um I did drop it though, however, and for like a little while, and then I went back to it, and now like I'm playing it more and more because it's like now they're like actually like I'm like really addicted to it right now because it's like I feel like the direction that like they're going right now is really really good. It's very positive for the game, honestly. I really do enjoy it. So and it's kind of crazy too because without this game, honestly, I literally wouldn't have met my Discord friends. So to pretty much put it up short, I have a Helldivers video which I put in my last description for my last video, which I still need to upload, which is need to be done, but I kind of am prioritizing this video. But those people in the what's it called, like the people that I'm playing with in that game, um, without like this game, I literally wouldn't have met them because the way I met those two friends that I was playing with in Helldivers, I met one of them through high school, not the one in the Helldivers. Sorry, it's just like another person that know them. So pretty much, I literally met him through Dokkan because I showed him my account and stuff, and then from there he showed me the two friends that I now play with in Helldivers right now. So it's like it's kind of crazy to think about it, but like without Toriyama, this game obviously wouldn't have existed, and I literally wouldn't have made my friends that I have right now, and more or less my group slash people on YouTube as well, because most of these games that I play are I put on YouTube, and this is how I got like in a sense for me a little bit more of popularity in a sense of us amongst my friends, because like I was showing my account and stuff and how crazy it was, as well as just showing other people around the world my account and stuff, as in like what I have in my box. So it's kind of crazy to think about, like like a game on a phone is the reason why I am here today and why I am like this today, as in like amongst my friends and helping me grow and learn over time. Um, damn, it's just really crazy to me. I think the next game after this was when I got my PS4, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm wrong. No, it's this one. Oh yeah. I can't forget about this game, bro. This game was amazing. This game was it's pretty much like the Dragon Ball Fighters, which we'll get on later. This is like the Dragon Ball Fighter, but for the 3DS version, which was really, 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 really cool. I didn't not that many people played it with me, but I did have one friend that played it with me, and we did like local play and stuff. And like this game was like so much fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had way too much fun playing this game. This game didn't have like transformation and stuff, but it did like have like really cool ultimates and like assist. I think this game was had like you had like 3 or 4 assists, and you had like your one main character, and pretty much you would obviously have to bring the other opponent's character to 0 HP. But obviously they have other assists and stuff. And the combos in that game were really, 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 really cool. I'm not gonna lie. And pretty much, this is like another reason why I feel like this is another reason why I got into fighting games too. Like Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2, I didn't have that many friends to play that with, but like this one is like this one made me feel like if there's a game that came on the future that was like a Dragon Ball fighting game, I know I would play it because I could play it against online. Because in the near future, I would have like have the ability to actually play with other people online, because this one's like not I don't think this one even had like online play. I think this was more or less just like local and story mode. So without this, honestly, I wouldn't get into like Dragon Ball fighting games or just fighting games in general if I ever like didn't even want to try them, to be honest. But this is another step up to like this one where it is more or less another fighting game, and this is the reason why I got even more addicted to Dragon Ball. Because I think when Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 came out, I think Super was not Super wasn't I think it was a thing. Yeah, it was. Because I was saying it wasn't, but Beerus is there, so I'm pretty sure this is like Battle of Gods. Which, by the way, when this came out, I had no idea what the hell Battle of Gods was. It wasn't until I played this game that I knew what Battle of Gods was, and I watched that movie, which was probably one of my favorite movies at the time because of Goku's rage when he went Super Saiyan in the cave or whatever. But this game, oh my god, I remember this like day and back where I got my PlayStation 4 for the very first time, and then it asked me for like the PlayStation Plus. I'm like, what's that? I gotta spend money for that? I'm like, I'm not spending money for that. So I did like their 2 day like free trial, whatever. And I started playing with other people online. And little did I know that you like for PlayStation, you need PlayStation Plus to actually play with other people online. So I remember one day I just got on it. I'm like, damn, I gotta like buy this in order to play online with other people. I'm like, this sucks because like I'm just a kid at the time and I have no money. So it's like I just pretty much like what I did was just complete story modes and stuff. And it got to the point where on my PlayStation I made so many different like races and characters where like I got to the point where I just did so much of it that I got like in a sense like bored of it. But at the same time, it's like every now and then I got like the urge that I had to get on it and just like fight anybody I can get on there, bro. It was like I can fight anybody in story mode. I can fight anybody like around the arena, because like sometimes like if you're just roaming around like the world, I think like when Frieza's spaceship was there, you would start like fighting people up top. So it was like really cool. And the story, I'll be honest, I don't know if people really hated it or not, but I definitely like the short like little animation cuts that they had. I think one of them was like the Bardock and Mira one, where he dragged him down like that portal, like that type of animation. I definitely thought it was cool. Um, this is another one of those games where I met more friends through PlayStation that I meet in real life right now because of Xenoverse 2, to be honest, because it's more of like connections. Where I just knew somebody, I think in middle school, he told me, hey, I bought this game. I'm like, all right, cool, we'll play it together. And then let me meet his friends. And then, it went out from there as in like our connection as just friends in general. And it was really cool because it's like this game is a lot of fun. It's just like Raging Blast 2 where Depending upon your key, you can charge up to like Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. And it was really addicted, or addictive, my bad, to me at least. And I'll be honest, I think I might have grinded a little bit too much on this game. I think just a little bit too much. I don't know if it was a lot. I don't really know. I could probably find the hours on like, if I want a PlayStation or whatever, but there's definitely a lot of hours that went into this game because this is like probably like my most favorite game of all time, honestly. When probably even now, honestly, was Xenoverse 2. It was just so much fun. But on to my next game. I believe this one is, yep. So it's kind of crazy because like this is such like a big gap from Xenoverse 2 to Fighters, because I think it was like a couple years, and then the Fighters officially came out. When Fighters came out, amongst my friends, I was probably the best player at it. And the crazy part is I didn't even like know at that time like combos, like bread and butters and all that for this game. But eventually over time, when other DLCs came out like Blue Gogeta and stuff, that's when I started learning like TODs, which is like touch of death, where like obviously if you hit them once, you go into like a combo and stuff, and then you pretty much like just combo them from like their full health to like death. And it was like kind of crazy to think about. I'm like, damn, like if you mess up one time, somebody can do that to you depending upon the right situation. Granted, it's not that easy because obviously you do need like bar, like your meter and stuff and all that, as well as like your assist ready. So it's like, there are conditional things that come to it, but it's like if it's ready, like if you have it to you, prepared, it's like you got it. Like, you know what I mean? You can win it. But this game, this is probably like one of my most favorite fighting game, I would say. This game, I would say overall, just like story wise and everything like that, this is probably my most favorite game. I would say definitely. But Fighters, definitely my most favorite fighting game of all time with Dragon Ball. Um, there was so much to do. Um, there was raids were also really fun to play with your friends. Um, and the fact that like you were able to like just like go ahead and go like a big party of like I think like 6 people or whatever, and then just do like two different fights. If that makes any sense, because it's like it was one-on-ones on one party. It was like party A and party B. Party A would just 1v1, and then they kind of have like people spectating, and then party B would be the same thing. There'd be 1v1, and then people spectating. So it's like, you don't have to sit there and wait for like one person to finish their fight and then go and see the other one. No, it could be like two different ones. So I thought that was like really cool for it. All right, sorry about that. My cat came in and started opening the door, but that's fine. Where was I? Oh yeah. But pretty much to put it in short for fighters, if this game ever gets I don't know, like a Fighters 2 or something like that, because I think right now it's in like they did roll back netcode, like it's officially a thing. Which I don't know. I might do another video. I don't know. I think right now I'm just way too rusty because I haven't played this game in like years. I want to say like 2.5 years. Because I've played this back when I had a PlayStation 4, and now I have a PC, and I bought it like I think like last year, and I played it for like a couple months, and that was it. So now it's like now I'm completely like not used to anything that's happening because I heard the game changed a lot, so I am not ready for any of those new mechanics and stuff that they have now. But in the near future, if they ever bring out Fighters 2, I am so down for it to play. I am so down for just any Dragon Ball game that is ever gonna come out. But my last one was during this time when I played Fighters. Then I also got into the other mobile game, which was Legends. Legends was certainly something because it was like Dokkan, but like the PvP version. And at the time when it very first started, it was pretty much more or less. It felt like a more skill based game because it's like everybody had the same characters. So it's like if you just didn't know what to do, you would just lose. I mean, nowadays it's still the same thing, but like sometimes characters are so broken that like you just don't even like think. You can just turn off your brain and like you still win. But like even now, like there is some skill that does need to be put into it. And pretty much with this game with Legends, I think I want to say in high school. I know it's kind of crazy to think about it, but I think I met more friends also with this. Like I think I met like also like the same way I met friends with Dokkan. I think it's also the same way with Legends, where like I was like I saw somebody play it, or I think they saw me play it, and then they started talking about it to me, and then that's how we became friends on it. And it's kind of crazy because like I think every single one of these games, I have at least to this day know an individual that has played this game with me at one point, and I think I still know them to this day. The reason why I said I think is because you know I've met way too many people when it came to this. I think like this one in specific, I think it was Raging Blast 2. I think I played with like 20 plus people, and I think I only remember like two of them right now. So it's like it's kind of crazy to like think about it because like we were like doing tournaments and stuff with this, and it's like all right, whoever like loses has to like give away their controller or give up their controller and then give it to the next person, and like it goes on and goes on and goes on. So like it was so much fun playing that. Dang, it's kind of crazy to think like these are like all the games I played, and I feel like there's so many more Dragon Ball games. I want to say I played more. I can't really remember any other one. If I missed any, just like I don't know if I missed any, or if I think I missed any, I'll probably just put in the description and edit it a couple of days after if I do figure out what other game. But for now, I believe these are all the games that I played, and not a single one of these games would have been made without the genius himself, Akira Toriyama, because without the like the idea of Dragon Ball in general or just the creation of it overall, I literally wouldn't be here today. Like I literally wouldn't like on YouTube, I have like 40 something subscribers, and without these games, because I upload like Legends and Dokkan, which by the way, Legends is my most viewed thing, which I find kind of crazy because like I didn't even take that game seriously at the time. It was more or less I just grinded it out, and it just so happened I'm like, oh damn, I'm actually like doing pretty good or somewhat decent, I guess. But it's kind of crazy to me to think that like I only did this well, or and was it only I was able to do these set goals because of Akira Toriyama. Because without him, none of these games would have existed, and I literally wouldn't have like been in where I am at right now without him. So I just want to say thank you for everything, Akira Toriyama. Thank you for being able to help me grow, help me learn, help me study, and being able to do what I can right now to this day. I appreciate you for everything, and I hope you have a nice life.